Hi, thanks for watching. If you're new to watching any of my videos, my name is WitcheryGoddess, also known as Buddy. You can catch me on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook. I do more videos on Instagram and additional posts. So this is a video that's going to go along with the playlist I have for the decks that I've created. This is my recent deck. I Live in a Darkness Oracle. So this is more a deck that you would most likely, if you are a reader or you're looking into the shadows or things that are hidden, things that maybe someone is working through. What it is, how I came across this particular deck is just there comes a point that you may have light and dark, and at times you may gravitate to the dark, the darker aspects of things, but we're like preconditioned in a sense that to be in that particular realm is a bad thing, but it is essentially like a yin and yang. You have to appreciate the light and the dark. It's like within darkness there's light, and within light there's darkness, and there comes a point in everyone's life you have to embrace your light and your dark and maintain that, achieve a certain balance between it, because at times you will sway into light and into darkness. We're human, we go through emotions, we get triggered, there's things that we need to heal. So this particular deck does have certain concepts in regards to shadow work. Say for instance, someone being depressed, someone basically certain toxic patterns or behaviors or things that a person perceives that is beneficial to them. Also, because of the fact is it may have certain Halloween based images. So it's just going to have certain themes of what a person, this particular card. So it really depends on how you would view this yourselves, or like when you're doing a reading, sometimes interpretations are different. So this is, I believe, the first, no, this is actually a description I have at the end to explain a little bit of what I just explained. So it goes with this deck. This in itself, I just got stuck for a moment. I'm sorry. This I put with the deck. It comes from the company. Now, I was debating whether to keep it because of the fact it must have like stood in this particular, when the deck was in here, I don't know if you really see it, but there's like an imprint, but then again it's velvet back, so probably that's the case. I may need my second cup of coffee, so mind you, I'm sorry. So we have pick your poison. So it's like, if I was to see this card, so what it is that certain cards, like themes, may seem repeated, but what it is like, say for instance, if someone is sad or depressed, or say for instance you're depressed, for example, you may have different symptoms that go under it. You may have anxiety, you may have, whatever, etc. So that's just what I wanted to say. So you got pick your poison. So if I was to see this card, could be whether like it's a liquor, whether it's sex, whether it's money. And that's what it is. Pick your poison. If someone is picking their poison, I may today do, maybe on Instagram, I'm not sure, I have to post some more videos on YouTube, use these cards like with your shadows, because they work better with that. Like banishment. So this could be like someone attempting to banish certain ideas, certain goals. This is also, if you see like someone is trying to clear certain energies within them, maybe calling in their spirit guides, maybe refusing to accept certain things because you have yet to banish certain traditions, values, or like morals, certain standards you have for yourself. Then the void, that is like someone just being in their own nothingness, being in their own bubble. It's like being in the hermit mode, like in a full darkness. And that's what this void is. Then you got resurrection. So someone may have had certain deaths, like could be like physical deaths around them too, or like a spiritual death, or like they've gotten knocked down so many times and now they're rising up. It could be that now they're embracing certain things within their spirituality, or they could be having an issue in a sense of attempting to rising up because they still feel dead. Then we have the wilted flower. So this looks like if I was doing a reading, depending, because as when you do reading, sometimes a card can mean different depending on the reading. This wilted flower is like once this person or maybe project or thing had vibrant life, it was thriving, and now it's wilted. Like, what do you do to bring it back to life, to nourish it, to help it grow? Someone feels in this card like they don't know what to do to keep going, because they've been through the ringer. That we have impure thoughts, that could be anything. Something that when I created this impure thoughts, because yeah, we have specific thoughts and patterns in the other cards, but impure, that could mean so many different things depending on when you're doing a reading. Maybe you feel angry, vengeful, ruthless, things that is not within your nature, that is doesn't go within your standard, but that's what you're feeling. That is like more, the thoughts are more dark in nature. Then we have damaged goods. So this is one, like this person may feel depressed. This person may feel damaged, that they have some self-worth issues. This person, if you see this, is like this person just sits in their corner, maybe doesn't go anywhere, stays like just maybe sitting on a couch and doing nothing and doesn't have energy. Then we have the temptress. So these are ones that I explained, that some of them have like maybe a person and it has a description of what this person is. So the temptress, this person may have many faces or many different personalities and just knows how to achieve certain things for themselves, because they know how to, if you look at this, they know how to look at someone in the eyes and get what they want. The cunning. This one, the cunning is like this person, in like when I see this right now, this person embraces her dark side, and she's able to, it's similar to the temptress too, but like in this one, it's like she has a look to her. She reminds me more like that Queen of Swords energy, that she's sharp, that she's assertive, that she's wise, although she may not tell you, but she gets what she wants. This one, this person, when you look at this person, although it's vicious, this person, certain people, maybe in their mindset, they go stir crazy, or like they go chase after something, like maybe viciously, violently, or they may be stir crazy and they're not seeing straight. Then we have the soul seeker. This reminds me in a sense like you got to be mindful of who you're around. Like even for myself, I don't really look at people in the eyes like that, because I know that's the mirror, like that's the door to your soul. So you may deal with people that try to have that energy, or like want to drain, like I do have a psychic vampire card in here, but again, there's certain attributes that could be in a different card. But this one is a person that doesn't care. Like, they are smart, and they even may be narcissistic, but it's like they're able to deplete your soul, is like how that feels in that card. Then we got grief. This could very well be someone not being able to deal with someone's grief, like in a sense, like someone has passed, or like just in general dealing with loss, whether it's not physical, maybe it's a job or a relationship, friendship, connection, because this also has to do with it's in the cemetery. So it's just that death. Like sometimes it's like, yes, we go through death for new beginnings, for rebirth, for births. Then living in the past, this in itself, someone doesn't know how to let go of the past. They're still in it. You know, like sometimes with people, when they're older generations, they'll say, oh, remember back in the day? It's like, this is someone like maybe also refusing to change because they're stuck in the past. Or maybe like, say for instance, a relationship that didn't pan out a certain way. It's like you're so stuck on the stuff that didn't work out and not facing what could work. Then you have denial. So this card, I feel like, you see how you have the eye in her hand? It's like this person's refusing to see what's in front of them. Also, you're refusing to see through your third eye. You have some denial. It's like someone could be like having spiritual downloads or signs, and you're just refusing to see it. It's already, you may have been asking for answers, or if not, it's like it's being given to you. It's being handed to you, but you don't want to see it. Then we have treacherous. So this also, because it's a snake and a spider, if this came in a reading, you want to be mindful of your friends because maybe they're sneaky. Or maybe you're just treacherous in your nature because you have some envy against other people. When this person here, we have unnoticed. So if you see, this person looks like a ghost. So maybe they feel secondary. Maybe they feel like no one sees them. That if they were the only one in the room, no one would notice. So that's how they feel. Then we have fury. This is someone that has some, like, some past, like, this is like built up frustration. Maybe things that, like, from the past, and you didn't resolve it and transmute it before, so now it's bubbling up. Then we have trap. So this reminds me of an Eight of Swords energy, but this also, even though she's in the water, it also reminds me of like when someone's in the sinking sand, someone feels trapped. All you need is to walk to the other side of the, like this, like if you was to see something like this, I was like, oh, this water is not deep, it's shallow. So someone is feeling trapped in their emotions when there's a way out. Then we have careless. So I was kind of like iffy about this card because there's the baby. But when I put careless, I also felt like when we have a child here, maybe, and that may trigger for people, like maybe there's been some physical, violent, certain other type of abuse. Someone not being careful with, how to explain it? Not so much children, like, what I'm trying to say with this careless card, like it was to come up, maybe you have some childhood issues that you have to resolve. Maybe the way you was raised. So maybe you haven't had a great mother, a great father, something like that. Then we have passive. So passive is someone that just lets things happen in front of them and doesn't make any bold moves about it. It's like a person's a yes person, uh, doesn't know how to say no. That's why we have her lips sewed up, because she'll do anything that is being told to her. Then we have angry. I mean, that says it for itself. A different person. So yeah, this is like a person that may be in their shadows, or maybe having a mask. So they're not even showing their true selves. So they're a different person. Injection. So this, it like ties, like, say, what are you injecting yourself with? Maybe some drug abuse, or maybe some toxic patterns. That's depending on the reading. Fearless. This person is fearless. It's like, at times it's always good to be fearless, but sometimes you want to also be mindful of what you're doing, because someone that's fearless can also be dangerous. Then we have black magic. So these are certain ones I just incorporated in there. It could very well be that you have envious people around you. This could also remind you to protect your energy if you're mindful to do particular craft, maybe certain new endeavors that you're doing. Just want to shield your energy. Betrayal. So that reminds me of that 10 of Swords or that 3 of Swords energy, that this person felt betrayed, but she's gonna gut you. This overwhelmed is ironically the same card I have in my tarot card. I didn't even realize it. So it kind of reminds me of the same energy of the 9 of Swords, being overwhelmed. This person is closed off. This person may be in the spotlight. It may show a pretty picture to people, but they're closed off with their emotions. This person may be in their ego, like goes to a certain degree with their, like, there's a certain passion, a certain a certain force within them to, like, they'll go, what's the expression, they'll do anything to get power. Then this one is placed on a pedestal. Integration. This one, it like reminds me of you integrating your light and bad qualities, or your good and bad qualities, and the light and shadow, because you see how she's embracing both sides. That's why it's integrating even your divine feminine masculine energies. This is the psychic vampire is telling you. So this comes out, you got to be careful, because there are psychic vampires around you. It could be. Psychic vampires are people that they're normal. They can't really, they could survive in a sense, but when they're depleted of energy, they take it from somebody else. So that's what that is. Then we have clouded vision. Attention seeker. So this person may use her sass, her beauty, whatever she needs to get attention. The summoning. This person, this one you gotta watch out for. Like, she's up to something. She's summoning something. Also, summoning could also be like, what are you conjuring? Like, what are you manifesting? What are you doing for yourself? The Black Widow. So like I said, these are like different concepts. So this could be someone that literally is a widow and has decided that there is no more love for me, or maybe a relationship that died itself out. There's no love for me. There's no one new. There's no one else coming my way. Love doesn't exist in this life anymore, in this house anymore. So there it is. Unchaste. So when I did this card, this person may try to be in a spiritual, religious, like convert themselves back to that. You know how they say reborn again virgins or what have you. But they also may feel that they're not clean. and they feel unchaste, and they may, like, it comes to a point, how much how much longer are you going to punish yourself for bad deeds that you have done in your life? It's like, yes, we go through things, we go through karmic lessons, we go through karmic cycles, we purge, we have to forgive ourselves for things that we've done ourselves and others. But why are you still stuck in there? Then we have cautious. So this is just, you see how her hands are holding herself. So it's like you may be guarded. You may be cautious on who you let in. Then this one's ready for the attack. It says it no more. This one's maybe losing faith, trying to, maybe losing hope on certain things that would change, or trying to find some inner peace, trying to find something, a tool that can shift, get them back onto the right path, the right page. Then we got blood sacrifice. What are you sacrificing? What are you, the things that you're sacrificing, is it for your highest good? Then we have this person that's assertive. See, she reminds me, has a sword. She reminds me of the Queen of Swords. This person's lonely. The two versions of me, it's like the version of what you show to people outside, and then the version you show inside, just the mask that you show to everybody else. Then this person's just not forgiving you at all. This person is the one that, the watcher, the one that watches you, the one that's silent, or not even watching, it just observes everything and is not going to say nothing. Then we have this one that's greedy. This one's all vain and all into themselves. The unknown. So this one is like, there is a light coming out there, but you don't know what's on the other side until you walk through. Then the secret love affair. So this one could be like a third party. Maybe you do have a secret love affair with someone. This one's lurking in the shadows. Like, you don't know that you're being watched. The cure. Like, this is like the quick fix instead of actually doing the work to heal. This one is unrevealing. This one is not showing their cards. Will not show. They're not putting that mask. They're not taking that mask off. This sexual predator is like a person that's just maybe into sex, that uses sex to, it may be an addiction, may use it as a way to hide from the stuff that they're going through, or you may actually be dealing with a sexual predator. This is a master manipulator, the workaholic. You see, this person's so, like, as if they worked and drained themselves through work that they don't even look like themselves. Then we have intoxication. Someone's scared. Rejection. So this card, this one could have been rejected, like someone rejected an offer, or you were left at the altar, so to speak, literally or figuratively. And this person feels rejection. This one's till death. So this could be the worst relationship, but you're still through it because maybe you're so comfortable being in it that regardless how bad it is, you're still there. Then we got all lies. Unsteady. So this also reminds me, like, if you look at, I believe in another deck, I forget which one it is, like when the Four of Wands has a house. This one's not steady. This one, someone is doing their best to keep themselves together, to keep maybe their finances, their foundation up, and it's like it's causing you heavy burdens. Then they got someone weak. Someone's cold and detached. This is just being in that shadow energy. Carnal desire. Maybe this is a connection that you're not supposed to have, or you just have this attraction, this obsession for somebody. This one is someone's blocking you. Leave me alone. This one is someone's lusting after someone, that the attraction is unbearable. This unrequited love is like a connection that is not reciprocated. Nostalgic, maybe you're, thinking of your person of the past, and maybe you have a picture of this person in your wallet, or in your dresser, or what have you. This person is non-committal. This one is, you're wasting your time, or time is passing you by. This one's the overachiever. This one's the procrastinator. This one's waterworks. Someone just crying their balls, crying out like maybe day and night. This person is ashamed. We have illusions. This is not even a clear vision. Some of you may be just living in your illusions, but you're not seeing clearly what's in front of you. Then we have the cult leader. There's always one in the pack that's trying to sway you to go into one direction, and that's that cult leader. Then we have someone feeling worthless. Then embracing the yin to my yang. That's the last card. And then this is the description I was referring to. So, sorry I've had a slow start. I was trying to process this. But these are the cards. I should, in the next couple of days, I will put them up so that they could be available for purchase. I did not mention it. Let me show you. So these cards, let's see, give me a second. These are in a harder stock. This is a Superior Smooth, but I'm trying to see. So these are Superior Smooth. These are my own. They're like a harder stock, but the difference is that this is a gloss finish versus this one. Like this other deck of mine, I don't know if you can really tell, like, how it's more like different. But this one has it's a Superior Smooth with a matte finish, and I kind of liked it that way because it's a dark shadow. It's a dark images, so it looks nice with that matte finish. So be sure to check the other deck overviews of all the decks I have. The other ones are available for purchase, and these should be available for purchase this week. You guys take care.